It's Friday night, so every Friday night is like just always just crazier on Friday, on the weekends, on Fridays and Saturdays. And it's just people outside yelling and shit and a bunch of engine sounds. And then my toilet keeps fucking making noises. My toilet will just like turn on, synced, you know? It'll just go. It'll just do it synced over and over, and it's been doing it synced over and over. And there's just people yelling synced out there and making all these noises out there and engine sounds out there, really loud engine sounds. And then my refrigerator just turned on synced a minute ago, and then the AC outside my apartment. Just all these sync sounds, and someone walked down the hallway a minute ago, synced. And then there's a bunch of children stalking me today. It's just stalktarded, bro. Sink fucking tarded. There's someone getting in a white SUV right as a white car takes out of the parking lot. This is fucking stalktarded, bro. Beyond words. And they're looking right up at me in the white SUV. They're just staring right up at me, and then this bird is flying up above it when it takes off. They're just looking right at me, coincidentally. And then there's this engine sound, the white SUV is taking off out of the parking lot onto the street. But now they're not yelling. Like, I don't know if it's because they started recording or what. They were yelling a minute ago, making all these yelling sounds. My toilet stopped too, but my toilet kept sinking. And then there's been a bunch of sirens today. There's my toilet. You hear it? And then it turns off when I walk over here, and it turned on when I walked in front of the window. Did you hear that? It's just been doing that over and over and over and over. But yeah, I think they're having some kind of party out here or something, but they're not yelling anymore. But there is a lot of synced cars driving by, though. There's a lot of that right now. But yep, I don't know. Still no jobs available anywhere. So I'm just stuck in this stalktarded ass world. Fucking stagnant. Can't do shit. It's fucking living in fucking purgatory, bro. Surrounded by a bunch of fucking cackling stocktards. Well, there is one job that I'm gonna see about, but apply for, but my toilet just turned on again. It's not broken. It's just the sink machine toilet. It just does that sometimes, and then it stops doing it, and then it does it again, like a week later or whatever. And it does it at sync moments. So that video this morning, there was a garbage truck with one light, and then they did a bunch of sink shit, and he pulled the lever right next to me again, which has happened a bunch of times when I'm recording. I'll walk by the garbage truck, and they'll just pull the lever right next to me, like right as I'm walking by the guy. And it had one light, and then they put the dumpster back when I walked up to the street. And then I walk up and I walk by the garbage truck, and they're doing like 10 sink things. And he's pulling the lever right next to me. What a coincidence, right? What a schizophrenic coincidence. Watch out for red cars. Yeah, I don't even have to watch out for them. They just drive out in front of me. There's red cars out there right now stinking up. My toilet turned back on. But yeah, there's this fire truck siren going off today, and I tried to go live to catch it, but then it drove off right when I start to set up the live stream. It's like they turn the volume down on the siren or something. Like it's like it'll just disappear all of a sudden right when I start to go live. It's weird. Like they just drive off all of a sudden. And then the video last night, there's all these guys that kept coming out and just like staring at me as I'm recording, like they're trying to like intimidate me or something. Like I'm scared of them or something. And I'm not. They're just like, black and silver again. Who gives a fuck? Really? Right. Who gives a fuck? Nobody does. Except other TIs. Nobody gives a fuck. You're right. This guy just walked out to his car and walked back, and then this other car is sinking with him when he walks back. And there's these other people getting in a car behind him with a red shirt, and they're probably sinking. And this other car is taking off out of the parking lot. And then another car drove into the parking lot, and they just all look synced with each other. And then they walked away synced, and then nothing, and then sync. But yeah, there's a lot of children stalking me today, and that's just really weird. Like little like really young children who like don't even know what the word stalk means yet. you know, it's just like a game to them. And they just like run up and like looking right at me and like laughing and shit. It's fucking weird. Just people raising their children up to be fucking stalkers. Fucking weirdo shit, man. It's crazy how much quieter it is since I started recording. I raised them to mind their own business. That's good. Most people out here are raising them to stalk, it seems. They're raising them up to be little bullies. And then they've been shooting frequencies in my ears. Like all day. Or like when I'm in my apartment at least. Like periodically, not all day, but like periodically throughout the day, you know. It's like more frequently today than usual. Okay, honest question. Do the voices stop when you live stream? Is that why you stream, or is it for safety? What voices? I don't hear voices. I've never got the V2K before. Never got the V2K before. Why do you keep deleting your messages? I just read your message out loud. Why did you delete it? The fuck? No, I know he's trolling me, but why is he? But I just read his message out loud. Why would you delete that one? Or there wasn't any message. I was just talking to myself. I was talking to the voices in my head or something. Or what? You just said they send signals to you. LOL. I did. When? Oh, here goes a piglet. What's he gonna do? He gets the intersection right as the tan car is taking off out of the parking lot. And then it's driving out of the parking lot synced with Whitey going through the intersection. You said they send signals to your head, bruh. That's why I asked if you hear voices. No, I said they shoot frequencies in my ears with directed energy weapons. They radiate my brains. Or whatever the fuck it is. I hear ringing in my ears every day at synced moments. Usually at synced moments. Or like it'll happen like right when there's an engine sound or something, like my refrigerator will turn on and there'll be an engine sound and then there'll be a frequency in my ear at the same time. Stuff like that. There's birds flying around synced and Whitey's driving around synced right now. And Whitey's syncing up with other Whiteys and then a silver car and a black car with the Whiteys. Like this white car just drove into the parking lot and then he just drove back out. And then my toilet is turning on again, synced with the white car. Tendinitis? No. Stalkers with directed energy weapons. Terroristitis. And like this tan car drove by and then these people are yelling and there's engine sound all at the same time. They're probably yelling synced again. Bro, literally brain injury or tendinitis. There's meds for that. You can get help. No, bro, it's not that. No, bro. It's stalkers. Cut the shit. Here's a piglet stalker head syncing up with another stalker head and driving out and then syncing with other stalker heads because they're stalkers. And then there's a one light whitey stock head with all the other stalker heads. Just like the one light garbage truck this morning that was a stock head. Thoughts on World War II? What about it? What about World War II, man? What are your thoughts? There's more syncmobiles synced with other syncmobiles. Some of the red shirt that walked out, is it a sync head? My toilet is turning on with the sync head car syncing up. What's your take on it? I found your space opinions interesting, so I asked. What's my take on World War II of what? Like, what about it? There's a black car driving by me, synced with a black car on the street, and then there's people walking across the intersection, and then there's a whitey driving through the intersection, and the people walking are walking with their children. Oh, this white car is back in the parking lot now, and he's parking with the other stalker driving behind him on the street. The same one that drove in and out a minute ago is back. He must have forgot something and he came back. I don't know. He did it stalkered up though. What was that banging sound? Was it a stalker? I bet. Did you know the Nazis are how we went to the moon? No, I didn't know that. Well, I mean, Werner von Braun is a Nazi. He co-founded NASA, so you're kind of right. Except we never went to the moon. Dude, couldn't you get a Ring camera? Then you wouldn't have to inventory them in real time. What? Google Operation Paperclip. Yep. I know about Operation Paperclip. The people and all the cars and the colors. You want me to put a Ring camera on my window? And give away where I live to YouTube? Even though everyone in town already knows where I live, probably, because they drive by my apartment every day and they like look right up at me sometimes when they're in the parking lot. So I guess they all have my address anyway. Here's a guy on a bike he gonna stalk? Like every time I see a guy on a bike? Probably. But maybe not. I don't think he was a stalker that time. It was just a guy on a bike. These whiteys are stalkered up though. Well, I don't have to keep watch all day. I'm just going live just to talk about it because I want to. I don't have to. Another sink bird flew by me. There's a white car parking in the parking lot synced with these people that got out of the other whitey walking, and then another whitey driving by. Synced all at the same time. There's birds flying right over my head, and the AC outside my apartment turned off. And they probably opened this door on this whitey at the same time. They're just sitting there with the whitey door open in the parking lot. Oh, now they're getting out with a red shirt. And then walking it right as a white truck is taking off out of the parking lot, and another truck was driving through the intersection. And someone was walking out with a baby in their arms, and then the whitey locked their whitey again right as they walk in front of it. And then there's another whitey on the street with the other whitey, and then there's other whiteys with the whiteys. Oh, now she's opening the back door with the red shirt and the whitey. Did she sink? Oh, here's more whiteys. They just got an infinite supply of whiteys. And then here's red stalkers. There's just always more whiteys, bro. There's just so many whiteys. It's crazy. But yeah, these stalkers, they got a baby. He got a baby in his arm. He got a blue shirt, and his girlfriend's got a red shirt. And then they're getting in a red car, and they're doing it. And the red shirt from the whitey is walking away, and then there's someone else getting in another car, and she walks around the corner. Oh, she didn't walk around the corner. She's walking in the parking lot, I guess. Hey, is that? Hey, that's a guy. Bro, is that Santa Claus? Here's an ambulance sinking with cars. Here comes Santa Claus with his red shirt out of the whitey car. Santa's a stalker too, man. Fuck. Who's not a stalker? Santa just went in the building, synced with these cars, I think. And this red car with their child in the back seat with the red shirt and the blue shirt is gonna take off. Is taking off synced with a motorcycle. And then there's a bird flying right over my head. And then there's another motorcycle. Oh, that was a car. Someone just closed the dumpster. Was it synced with? It was synced with the white car. Someone just closed the dumpster synced with a white car. That just happened right now outside of my apartment. From my perspective. Someone just closed the dumpster synced with a white car. I know that sounds stalktarded, because it is. But someone just literally closed a dumpster synced with a white car. Can't get much more stalktarded than that. They'll find a way. They'll out-tard themselves. They always do. Just gets more and more stalktarded every stalktarded day. Ever watch anything else besides traffic? Yeah. I don't just sit here and watch traffic all day. I could, though. I could all day. Because they would do it all day if I did. And they do. I mean, they do it all day. They make sounds all day when I'm not looking out there. So I could if I wanted to, but I don't. No. But like, it would just get kind of boring after a while. I mean, they always got some new tricks up their sleeve, and they always sync things that they're always doing new shit and whatever. So, but it would just get kind of boring after a while. Like, yup, there's black and silver. Yup, there's red and blue again. Yup, there's the white again. Yup, there's the black and silver again. Yup, there's a tan car again. Yup, there's a cop again. Yup, there's a FedEx. Yup. Yup, there's my refrigerator turning on right now. Yup. Yup. And then I walked by these guys today. Like, I'm walking by this house, and like as I walk up by the side of this house, or like I'm walking up the sidewalk, and I'm walking by this house, and when I come around the other side of the house, you know, because I'm walking in front of it, There's these guys standing by the side of the house, and they just start talking right at that moment. It's synced with cars driving by me. And they both got a blue shirt on. There'll just always be people like around the corner, and they'll just like start talking when I walk around. They'll just be quiet and they'll just start talking right when I walk by them or whatever. Or right when I come around the corner of a building. Oh, and then I walked around the corner of a building this morning. This bird flies right in my face, right around, like flies around the corner of the building. It flies right in my face when I walk around the corner of the building. And then on that video this morning, and this is always happening on video, it'll be quiet, there'll be no construction sounds until I walk by the construction site. And then they'll be making all these sync construction sounds at very synced places over and over. Like it'll just be quiet, and then when I approach the construction site, they start making construction sounds. And they did that this morning on the video at two different places, at the two different construction sites that are like kind of close to each other, like a block away from each other or whatever. They did that at both construction sites. Like it's just quiet, and then they start making construction sounds right when I walk by the construction site. That happened on the video this morning. Again, on another video. It's happened on many different videos. It'll just be completely quiet, and then right when I walk by, they start working. And then and he's like drilling or whatever right when I walked by him. And then he did it again right as a guy rode by me on a bike at a corner and shit. And he did it all these different corners, cornered up. And then they did it again at the other construction site a block away. There was just no construction sounds whatsoever until I approached the construction site. And then they start making a whole bunch of construction sounds. Like they're just waiting for me to walk by it so they can start working. Like if I never walked by there, the building would never get built, I guess, because they just wait until I walk by to start working. So they should pay me. So send some to my Cash App, guys, because I'm literally responsible for everyone's mail getting delivered and for buildings getting built and shit, apparently. But they don't pay me though. Someone running out with a red shirt. There's a bird flying over my head right as a white car drives through the intersection. Another car is taking off out of a driveway. And then right as it stops backing up, my toilet turns on. And someone just laugh synced out there, I think, or something. The cars. And then there's a red car coming in the parking lot, synced with another red car, and synced with these people crossing the street, I think. And then he synced with the other red car again when he drove back out of the parking lot. And there's a Domino's car syncing with a tan car, I think, or a silver car, or whatever it is, and then it's syncing with a whitey. And then there's other stock cars on the street. There's a tan van that's stalktarded, and then there's people walking out around a corner of a building as the other people walk in the door of a building. And there's a white and a tan stalktard again on the intersection. And there's a whitey head driving by that looked whiteyed up, and then there's another car backing up out of the parking lot that looks synced with the whitey head. And then there's this bird flying over that looks synced with the stalktards. And they're getting in a car right as a whitey drives by. And this car that backed up out of the parking lot is driving by me now. And I think it's synced with them closing the car door on the other car. Are birds real, Ilcat? I don't know what's real anymore. And then the red car taking off out of the parking lot has a half a tail light, and then he's syncing up with another red car and a whitey, and probably this other car. Yeah, I think he's syncing with that other car 2 times. You got a toilet that turns on and off? Yeah, I do. It's stalktarded. And then this bird, and then my toilet's turning on right when the car gets to the intersection. This bird flew up and landed on a pole, and he's probably gonna fly off of it when a car drives out underneath him or something. Yo, I think he did that just now. Is it a tan car? Yup, it's a tan car. And then these other birds flew by and synced up with another tan car. And there's a motorcycle that synced with the tan car. And then he synced with the red car. And then it synced with these birds, I think, at the other side. They're just flying around in circles over the parking lot. And then every time they fly over the intersection, a car is driving through it. And then there's this engine sound. This bird is flying in front of me. And then there's a white car. And then he's syncing with the engine sound going off again, and another white SUV. Judges what? Oh, then there's 3 whiteys when I look back up. And this guy's walking out synced. The whitey going around the corner. I think he's touching his nose. And then there's a white SUV followed by another white SUV followed by a white truck. Looks like a stalker parade. Throw some candy one time. Here's a red car. Was he a stalktard? I'll never know. Did he get a booger of a stalktard? I don't know. I think he just touched his nose. There's more stalktard mobiles. All synced up with each other stalktardedly. Bunch of cars. And I keep hearing these people like laughing and stuff, and I don't know if they're synced up or not, but usually it is, so might be. I don't know. And then this red car is turning into the parking lot right as my toilet turns on again. And then it turned off when these cars got to the intersection. Is it synced? And then there's a car in the parking lot that I don't know if he's a synkhead yet or not. Is he a synkhead? I don't know, but these cars on the street are. There's the whiteys again. Oh, the lights on the truck in the parking lot are turning on. I think it was synced with the cars. Oh, the light on this building turned on, synced with the cars, and these birds are flying over my head. Synced. And then the truck is backing up in the parking lot. It's a red truck. Is he gonna do red truck stalker things? There's a one light white car driving through the intersection. Was he a stalktard? Right as the right as the red truck stops backing up, another truck starts backing up in the parking lot. And then a white truck is coming into the parking lot. And then the other truck is the blue truck that was syncing with the red truck. And he synced with the Domino's car, and then the red truck is syncing with this white truck turning in the parking lot. And then he's driving out, synced with his whitey going through the intersection. Is he yet? He's just like slowly inching toward the edge of the parking lot. Okay, now he's driving now as another car drove through the intersection. Oh, and he's syncing with the red truck driving out too. This red truck. And then when he goes around the corner, there's this engine sound and the street lights all turned on for the night. Like, I don't know if they're on a timer and then they just sync up the cars with the street lights turning on, or if the street lights sync up with the cars. I don't know which one it is. but I'm pretty sure the streetlights sync up because I'm pretty sure it's done it a bunch of times, like synced with me walking, like synced with me like crossing a street. Like all of the street lights will turn on for the night, you know? And my toilet just turned on, synced with the car, and then this guy walked out, and I don't know when he walked out, but it was probably stalktarded. And there's a Domino's car. Was he stalktarded? I don't know. But yeah, right when the red truck went around the corner of the building, there was this engine sound and all the street lights turned on at the same time. Shit's weird. And then this guy closed the black truck door, synced with a silver car driving by it. Anyway, that's enough of the synctardations. They're just gonna keep going though, but I'm gonna end the video probably. Unless someone else comes in here and wants to troll me, or unless... Do any TIs watch my videos anymore? It's just always trolls coming in here anymore. Is there any TIs? Well, what's his name? Tiger Knight Jedi or whatever. He came in here the other night. For the most part, it's just always trolls in here. Just all trolls. Do any TIs watch my videos anymore? Anyway, they're probably gonna do a loud engine sound, or someone's gonna walk out in the hall, or a siren's gonna go off or something right about now.